ठीक है, डिविडेंड पॉलिसी में फर्स्ट थिंग वाज forms of dividend. There are two forms of dividend. First one is the bonus share, second one is the cash. Second thing there are three types of dividend policies. First is constant dividend per share, second is constant percentage of earning, third is small constant amount plus extra amount. Then third thing क्या था, factors affecting dividend policies. First factor investment opportunity, second factor liquidity, then inflation, market condition, shareholders preference, taxes, legal rules. उसके बाद में क्या और गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज, एग्जैक्टली. उसके बाद में
पॉलिटिकल इश्यूज.
उसके बाद में क्या डिविडेंड. तीन तरह के डिविडेंड टाइप होते हैं. फर्स्ट इज डिविडेंड रेट, yield and payout ratio. Rate is applicable on face value, yield is applicable on market price, and payout ratio is applicable on earning per share. Then there is a optimum dividend payout according to the Walters model. Cost of equity is what the company, what the shareholders are expecting from the company. Return on investment is what the company is earning by investing the shareholders money. If the cost of equity is more than return on investment, the dividend payout ratio should be 100%. If the cost of equity is more, and if return on investment is more than cost of equity, the dividend payout ratio should be 0. And if the cost of equity and the return on investment is same, then it should be
then no issue. No.
Then there will be no effect. Okay. After that we have dividend theories. First theory, traditional approach. Multiplier is market price is equal to multiplier in bracket dividend per share plus earning per share divided by 3. 3 is the risk factor. Now then
Walters model. Market price is equal to dividend per share plus
return on investment divided by
cost of equity into earnings
minus
dividend issue.
divided by cost of equity. Then Gordon growth model. Market price is equal to D0 in bracket 1 plus G divided by equity minus G. Or else we can write down D1 is divided by cost of equity minus G. How do we calculate growth? Growth is nothing but retention ratio into return on investment. After that Modigliani-Miller model. P1 how do we calculate P1? P0 को 1 plus cost of equity से मल्टीप्लाई करके यहाँ तक लेके गए minus D1. Then change in number of share is nothing but the investment minus earning minus dividend divided by P1. So we will get the change in number of share, the number of share that has to be issued. Then the market value of the company, N1 into P1 minus investment plus earning divided by 1 plus cost of equity. You will get the market value of the company. Then there is a Linder's approach, then there is a Radical's approach, and then the last one is the dividend discount model. According to the dividend discount model, market price of the company is nothing but the present value of all the future cash flows. Dividend, and the lastly market price. Discount it and you will get the market value. Now next chapter is portfolio management. Portfolio management में we have investor को दो चीजों की जरूरत होती है, risk and return. Single security portfolio, CAPM, APT, single index model and international portfolio return. Single security without probability, dividend plus capital appreciation divided by
initial investment
with probability summation of RI into PI. Probability RI into PI. Then portfolio return is nothing but summation of RI into weight. Then CAPM return is nothing but the RI is equal to RI is equal to
R plus
bracket RM minus
RF.
Then APT is the plural model of CAPM. RI is equal to RM plus beta 1 lambda 1 plus beta 2 lambda 2 up to so on. ठीक है. उसके बाद में सिंगल इंडेक्स मॉडल में RI कंपनी का रिटर्न तीन चीजों पे बेस होता है. फर्स्ट कंपनी स्पेसिफिक अल्फा I plus मार्केट स्पेसिफिक बीटा RM and then unexpected event error term. Now last one is the international portfolio return. 1 plus RFC is equal to 1 plus dividend plus capital appreciation divided by initial investment into 1 plus minus exchange rate. Plus is when the foreign currency is appreciating, minus is when the foreign currency is depreciating. Risk is denoted by the standard deviation. Standard deviation is the measure of total risk. Standard deviation for single security, two security, three security and the single index model. Single security RI minus bar RI, then square, then probability, then summation and then square root. Or without probability it is RI minus bar RI, then square, summation divided by n and then square root. Okay, when we have two securities in the portfolio, the risk of the portfolio can be calculated as standard deviation of A square into weight of A square plus standard deviation of B square into weight of B square plus 2 into standard deviation of A, standard deviation of B, weight of A, weight of B, RAB and then square root. Okay, when we have three securities in the portfolio, summation of standard deviation of A, standard deviation of B, weight of A, weight of B, RAB. 6 times we calculate it, 9 times we use it, total of this and then square root. After that, single index model, total risk is equal to systematic risk plus
unsystematic risk.
Systematic risk, total risk.
Beta square.
Everything is in the variance. Okay. Standard deviation of I square is equal to
beta square.
Standard deviation of M
square plus EI square.
Error term square. Okay. When there is a portfolio in the single index model, then what happens? Standard deviation of PI square is equal to beta. Portfolio beta square into standard deviation of M square plus error term into weight plus square then summation. Exactly. Okay. Now total risk standard deviation is divided into two parts. Unsystematic risk and systematic risk. Unsystematic risk is the company specific risk. Systematic risk is the market specific risk. Unsystematic risk you can eliminate by diversification. Systematic risk is the company specific, market specific risk. You cannot eliminate it, and it is denoted by beta.
Beta.
That can be calculated for two things: portfolio and single security. Portfolio is nothing but the summation of
Total weighted average of betas.
Okay. Now single security beta. We have to know it.
Regression analysis and correlation analysis.
Regression analysis. Beta is equal to summation of xy minus n bar x bar y divided by summation of y square minus n bar y square. Correlation analysis. Beta is equal to RAB into summation of a summation of b divided by summation of b square. That RAB we can calculate covariance of AB divided by summation of a summation of b. That covariance of AB we can calculate summation of x minus bar x y minus bar b divided by n. N is the probability to be multiplied. After that you have three market lines. Capital market line, securities market line, and securities characteristic line. Capital market line RI is equal to RM plus summation of I divided by summation of J. Yeah, into RM minus RM. Now securities market line is the representation of CAPM. RI is equal to RM plus beta in bracket RM minus RM. Securities characteristics line is the representation of single index model. RI is equal to alpha I plus beta I RM. उसके बाद में we had optimum portfolio theory. Optimum portfolio theory C, Z and X. C is equal to in the numerator standard deviation of m square summation of Ri minus Rf into beta divided by unsystematic risk square and then divided by 1 plus standard deviation of m square summation of beta I square divided by summation of EI square. Systematic square divided by unsystematic risk square. Okay. Then we calculate Z. Z is nothing but beta I divided by standard deviation of EI square in bracket Taylor ratio minus C asterisk. Taylor ratio Ri minus Rf divided by beta minus C asterisk. Now xi is nothing but Zi divided by summation of Z. Now three portfolio evaluation measures. First is the Sharpe ratio, Taylor ratio, Jensen alpha. Sharpe ratio Ri minus Rf divided by standard deviation. Ri minus Rf. Taylor ratio Ri minus Rf divided by beta. And Jensen alpha actual minus required.
Expected minus required.
Okay, the last one was the portfolio rebalancing theory. First is the do nothing policy. Second is constant mix policy, and the third one is the constant proportion portfolio insurance policy. Equity value is equal to multiplier in bracket portfolio value minus lower value. After that, forward derivatives, forward futures, option and swap. Forward F is equal to S in bracket 1 plus R. Futures F is equal to S into e to the power RT, or F is equal to S minus present value of I into e to the power R minus by T. Okay, after that futures. Okay, hedging with the futures. Reducing beta complete hedging, reducing beta and the hedge ratio. Complete hedging n, number of contract is equal to portfolio value divided by contract value to
beta.
Reducing beta, number of contract is equal to portfolio value divided by contract value to old beta minus
new beta.
And the hedge ratio is nothing but the standard deviation of changes in spot prices divided by standard deviation of changes in future prices into correlationship of this spot and future. Then initial margin is equal to mu plus 3 into standard deviation. Mu plus 3 into standard deviation. Then option comes. Option can be bought or can be sold. The one who buy the option is called as holder of the option. The one who sold the option, sell the option, is called as writer of the option. The holder of the option has two options: call option and the put option. Call option is the right to buy. Put option is the right to sell. To buy both the option, holder has to pay premium to the writer. That premium can be calculated using binomial model and the Platinum Scholes model. Binomial model says that today one price is there, tomorrow it will go up or down. At both the level you will calculate the action what you are going to take, exercise or not exercise. Whatever at those action what will be the value. Then probability. Okay, that probability can be calculated using volatility approach and risk neutral method. Volatility approach, probability is equal to 1 plus R minus D divided by U minus D. U is the volatility of price moving upward, D is the volatility of price moving downward. Okay, risk neutral method में कैसे calculate करना है probability? P is equal S0 is equal to numerator में SU into probability plus SD into 1 minus probability divided by 1 plus R. Okay, so what was there? Today price is something, there is some price, tomorrow it will go up or down. Action, value, probability. Multiply the value with the probability total and discounted by 1 plus R. You will get the value of the option, either call option or put option. Now comes the Black and Scholes model. Black and Scholes model, call option is equal to S into minus K divided by
e power RT
into 2. Okay, that D1 is equal to natural log of spot price divided by strike price plus in bracket R plus standard deviation square divided by 2. Into T divided by standard deviation under root T. Okay, if it is a put option, K into e to the power minus RT into 1 minus ND2 minus S into 1 minus NT 1. Okay, swap में quality spread निकालते हैं agreement के हिसाब से we distribute the gain to all the parties. Now comes the forex में first one basics. Exchange rate is the rate at which one currency can be converted into another currency. Then direct quote and indirect quote. Direct quote is the home currency divided by foreign currency. Indirect quote is the foreign currency divided by home currency. Direct quote is indirectly related to indirect quote. Okay, then bid and ask. Bid is the bank's buying rate for the underlying asset. Ask is the bank selling rate for the underlying asset. Okay. Cross rate. A by C is equal to A by B into B by C. If one thing is asked, everything should be asked. If one thing is bid, everything should be bid. उसके बाद में spot and forward. Spot rate is the today's rate for today's settlement. Forward rate is the today's rate for future settlement. Okay. Then appreciation and depreciation in denominator, in numerator. In denominator, appreciation and depreciation F minus S divided by S into 12 by N into 100. Then numerator में S minus F divided by F into 12 by N into 100. And then there is the last point, spread and swap. Spread is the difference between bid and ask. Swap is the difference between spot and forward. If the bid points are more, we deduct in order to arrive at the spot forward rate. If the bid points are less, we add the points in the spot rates to arrive at the forward rate. Then comes the theories. First one was the basic, then comes the theory. Interest rate parity theory, 1 plus RD divided by 1 plus RF is equal to F divided by S. Purchasing power parity theory, 1 plus ID divided by 1 plus IF is equal to F divided by S. Then comes the international Fisher effect, 1 plus nominal rate of interest is equal to 1 plus real rate of interest into 1 plus inflation rate. Okay, then there are three types of exposure. First is the transaction exposure, then operating exposure, and then translation exposure. Then comes the hedging. At hedging, this is the point of time you decide whether to hedge or do not hedge. Do not hedge means keeping the position open. Now hedging, we have two different sources, external sources and the internal sources. In the internal sources, we have home currency invoicing, leading and lagging, matching, netting, price variation. In external sources, we have two different instruments, derivative instrument and money market instrument. Derivative instrument, we have again forward, future, options and swap. Money market instrument में what we do, we frame a transaction in such a way that there should not be any cash flow from one country to another country at the maturity. If we have the foreign currency liability, we create foreign currency asset. If we have foreign currency asset, we create foreign currency liability, so that there should not be any cash flow from one country to another country at the maturity. Then comes the international capital budgeting, the last part of the forex. There are two different approaches: foreign currency approach and home currency approach. Okay, foreign currency approach में first you convert and then discount. Now, home currency approach में first what you do? In the foreign currency approach, what we do? We discount at the foreign country discount rate. In home currency approach, what we do? We convert the foreign currency cash flow into home currency cash flow, and then we discount at the home country discount rate. After that, capital budgeting was there. Time value of money, simple interest, compound interest, then effective rate of interest, present value, future value, perpetuity, annuity. Then capital budgeting techniques. Net present value is equal to present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow. Profitability index, present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow. Internal rate of return. Internal rate of return is a rate of return at which NPV is 0 and PI is 1. Okay. After that, replacement analysis was the first thing. Third point, different situations under the capital budgeting. First situation, replacement analysis. Second situation, capital rationing. There are two types of capital rationing: soft capital rationing, hard capital rationing, or you can say internal capital rationing, external capital rationing. Okay. Then there is the inflation under capital rationing. Third part. First is replacement, capital rationing, and then inflation. Inflation में क्या करते हैं? 1 plus nominal rate of interest is equal to 1 plus real rate of interest into 1 plus inflation. Risk analysis under capital budgeting. First, RADR, risk adjusted discount rate. You adjust the discount rate and then calculate the NPV. Certainty equivalent approach. You convert the uncertain cash flows to certain cash flows and discount it at risk-free rate. Then comes the sensitivity analysis. You calculate the change in every factor so that the NPV becomes 0. Then probability distribution approach, decision tree approach, then real options in capital budgeting. Okay, Hilliard's model was also there. After that, leasing. Leasing decision we have first present value analysis, where we calculate the present value of the borrowing, present value of the leasing. Then whichever cost is lowest, we opt for that option. Then there is the internal rate of return approach. Internal rate of return approach comes WACC निकालते हैं, IRR निकालते हैं. If IRR is more than WACC, we go for the leasing. If IRR less, we don't go for the leasing. Then there is one more theory, Bauer, Harrington and Williamson method. Leasing के बाद कौन सा चैप्टर देगा? Leasing के बाद bond valuation, types of bond, fixed rate bond, floating rate bond, redeemable, irredeemable, convertible, zero coupon, deep discount bond, perpetual, callable, puttable bond. Okay, yield. Second point was yield. Current yield is equal to interest rate by market price. E to maturity में we have two methods, average method and discounted cash flow method. Average method में YTM is equal to numerator में coupon plus redemption value minus market value divided by n. 2 5. The redemption value minus market price divided by 2n and then divided by average of the redemption value and market price. Okay, discounted cash flow method. Discounted cash flow method, market price is equal to interest into present value unit factor plus redemption value into present value factor. Similarly, the formula for bond valuation. Bond valuation is nothing but the present value of all the future cash flows. Bond value is equal to interest into present value unit factor plus redemption value into present value factor. Okay. After that we have duration, summation of present value into year divided by summation of
present market price.
Correct. उसके बाद में volatility is equal to duration divided by 1 plus YTM. Then we add the forward rates and then we add the convertible bond. Convertible bond में first is conversion ratio. Conversion ratio is what? How many shares I will get by converting one bond. Then conversion value is nothing but the conversion ratio into market price of the equity share. Conversion premium, market price of the bond minus conversion value. Conversion premium ratio, market price of the bond divided by conversion value minus 1. Okay, after that state value of the bond. State value of the bond is the value of the bond at a value of the non-convertible bond. Okay, after that minimum value of the bond. Minimum value of the bond is the higher of the state value or conversion value. Okay, after that we have percentage of downside risk. Market price of the bond divided by state value of the bond minus 1. Then the last one was the conversion parity. Sorry, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Conversion parity price. Conversion parity price. Market price of the bond divided by conversion ratio. उसके बाद कौन सा चैप्टर था? Mutual fund. Okay, mutual fund में ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. Holding period return. NAV1 minus NAV0 plus dividend plus capital appreciation divided by NAV0. Reinvest किया तो NAV1 into N1 minus NAV0 into N0 divided by NAV0 into N0. You will get the holding period return. What else? Mergers and acquisition we don't have exchange ratios वगैरह रहते हैं. That's it. This is the end of your SFM. लीजिंग हो गया. सोलह तक गया.
आप यही बात ना ये बस हाँ 16 पॉइंट